Patricia Lynn was born in Tulsa, Oklahoma in 1955 to Joe and Joanne Stuver. Both from Lawton, Oklahoma, her parents were first-generation college students. Her father was a nuclear engineering graduate of Notre Dame, and her mother was a chemistry and geology graduate of Southern Methodist University. She and her younger siblings, Ann, Mary, and Hank, grew up in Albuquerque, New Mexico, until her family moved to Oklahoma City when she was 12 years old. Graff clearly recalls finding her passion to teach at an early age, beginning in the second grade when she was asked to help a fellow student learn to read. From that point on, she found great joy in working with other students, whether tutoring in reading or helping in the school library. She was a natural leader, and her passion for service was evident even as a teenager. At age 16, she was the troop leader for a group of fourth graders, and she spent summers as a counselor at Girl Scout Camp Red Rock. Graff graduated from McGinnis High School in 1972, where she was editor-in-chief of the school newspaper and a National Merit Commended Scholar. Despite coming from a family of mostly Sooner graduates, Graff fell in love with Oklahoma State University after visiting its campus. She knew she wanted to be a teacher, and the OSU College of Education was regarded as having one of the best teacher preparation programs in the state. For her, it was an easy choice. While at OSU, Graff was involved in numerous leadership activities, including the Education Student Council. She served as president and treasurer of the organization and chaired the college's first awards banquet in 1974. Beyond the College of Education, Graff was vice president of the Residence Hall Association, a member of the Homecoming Steering Committee, state vice president of the Oklahoma Education Association Student Program, and an officer for Mortarboard. She also excelled academically, maintaining a perfect 4.0 GPA, and she was recognized as a Redskin Congratulate and honored as one of 5 OSU Outstanding Senior Women. She graduated with her bachelor's degree in 1976 and recalls leaving OSU as one of the hardest things she ever did. It was her time in the College of Education that gave her the ability to do her life's work and propelled her toward a lifetime of teaching and pursuing her passion to help others learn. Shortly after graduating from OSU, Graff began a 37-year career with Albuquerque Public Schools, starting as a substitute teacher. Graff's first full-time position was at Cleveland Middle School, where she taught for 9 years. In 1986, she was selected to participate in the opening of a new school, La Cueva High School. Graff helped design La Cueva from the ground up, including establishing its motto, "Where excellence is a habit." She spent 28 years there, teaching journalism, English, communication, history, humanities, and government. During this time, Graff was a single mom raising 2 sons, Earl Jr. and Jeremy. Both of her boys were students of hers for 4 years, when they served as editors-in-chief for the high school paper. It was a special time for all 3 of them. For most, the highest honor a teacher can hope for is for his or her students to be recognized for their work. This was certainly the case for Graff. In 1993, one of her students was named the National School Journalist of the Year. Graff herself received the National Journalism Teacher of the Year award in 1995. In total, her students were honored with nearly 2,000 awards at the local, state, and national levels for excellence in writing, photography, design, and editorial leadership. In 1994, Graff married her husband, Mark Rumsey. She praises him for his constant support, professionally and personally, and she will tell you he somehow kept a smile on his face even throughout the never-ending teacher banquets and ceremonies. As a classroom teacher, Graff was involved in many professional organizations, making a significant impact in her field. With her work in Scholastic Press, she supported students' press rights. Through her state English teachers group, she founded English Expo, a statewide competition for students grades 6 through 12. She also headed La Cueva High School's National Service Learning Leader School work and received numerous grants supporting students and teacher programs. In 2001, Graff became a National Board Certified Teacher. Someone once told her the mark of a good leader was one's ability to train their replacement. This mantra spurred her on to support other teacher candidates, including helping 33 teachers at her school become National Board Certified. She is highly regarded at the state level, having developed teacher candidate programs across New Mexico. Graff's accomplishments reached national proportions in 1998 when she was recognized as Disney's English Teacher of the Year, and again in 2006 when she was inducted into the National Teacher Hall of Fame, the first New Mexico teacher to receive the honor. In 2010, Graff earned her Master of Arts in Reflective Pilot from the University of New Mexico. After 5 intense semesters, she graduated with a 4.0 GPA and was the college's commencement speaker. Graff was one of the last original La Cueva staff to retire in 2013, but retirement was short-lived. Almost immediately, Graff was offered the opportunity to help write and coordinate a $1.5 million federal grant to support Albuquerque teachers pursuing national board certification. For 3 years, she built candidate support programs, created teacher leadership initiatives and grant opportunities, and networked with sites across the country. After securing another $1 million for the grant to be extended statewide, Graff stepped down. However, her tireless dedication and commitment to students and teachers remains. To this day, she continues to work with teacher candidates in rural areas of New Mexico, including the Bureau of Indian Education. Graff now spends as much time as possible traveling and enjoying life with Mark, her husband of 24 years, and her 7 grandkids. She finds teachable moments with her little legacies everywhere they go. To read an atlas, to understand the history of George Washington while visiting Mount Vernon, to revel in the grandeur of a recovering Mount St. Helens, to value their personal heritage, to what it means to be an OSU cowboy. Her husband can't help but smile when he hears his wife create yet another teachable moment, telling the grandkids, "Pat Grandma is always teaching, lucky you." She, however, would say, "Lucky me." Graff found her calling early on and was able to pursue it with as much energy as she could muster for most of her life. She credits much of her success as a teacher to the work ethic and positivity instilled in her during her 4 years at Oklahoma State. In her heart, she never really left that magical place, and she will forever have a deep gratitude every time she steps back on campus.